Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2017, and it's week 23 of competition. Here in my second season, after grabbing my first stage and tour win at the Pro Continental level, I'm back for more. This is going to be an interesting race as we are at the Baloise, Belgium tour. We have a prologue here, perfectly flat to begin with, so I should be near the front of this one, but you can see I'm actually outside of the top 10 favorites, so I might not have a fantastic time. But we're going to look at the profile stage by stage, and you'll see why I say this is an interesting race. So we have prologue, sprint stage, so standings should stay the same after stage 2, other than whoever gets that time bonus, or the multiple time bonuses actually. And then here's stage 3. It's Belgium, so it makes perfect sense that we'd face cobbles, and it's looks like 3 larger cobble sections. If I could survive those, especially if I could survive this one at the end, and a few little tiny climbs, you'd think I should have enough energy to stay in the group to the end, which would mean after 3 stages, the time should be still relatively tight, with me somewhere near the front, top 15-ish, if I can hang on through that. Big if. I'm terrible on cobbles. Alright, stage 4. Very hilly stage. This is very much Belgium. Lots of hills, lots of rolling hills. Up, down, up, down, up, down. The classics, the Liège, Bastogne-Liège, through that region, this is what you're going to see. So 203k, up, down, up, down. It's definitely going to be a small group at the finish. I should be able to be there, hopefully. Maybe hanging on for a top 10. And finally, stage 5 is another sprint stage. So really, if I can get through that cobble stage, if I can do okay on the prologue here, I should be in contention there for stage 4. And this will be an interesting race. Philippe Gilbert is the reigning champion. I don't know if he's going to be in this race or not. My overall team leader, Martin, is not here at this race. It's not a World Tour race, so good reason for him to not be here and be resting instead. So we'll see kind of who's here. This group of teams aren't going to offer anything that's going to be a worry. A lot of local teams, Belgian teams, all 6 of them. Stefan Kung is seen as the favorite. Van Aert is here. My fitness peak is gone, though. It's rebuilding, though, because I set my the USA Championships as my target for mid-season. So my fitness peak should rebuild fairly quickly, as that's only about a month away. Okay, finish in the top 30 is the goal for the day. Really? I should definitely finish top 30. Pretty good at prologues. A little surprised by that. Senuit got top 5 at least when he crossed the line. A lot of Belgian riders so far. Wow, look at that. Stanuit still in the top 10 for now. A lot of Dutch riders too, of course. And be expected here. There's Van Poppel. Gobert. Goossens, nice. Quite a few well-known riders coming through in that section. Tussveld. Gessink. Rolands. Tuns. Quite a few big names here, at least for this race. There's McNally, who went for the Mountain Climber Championship in that last race. And perfectly flat, but what about the wind? No wind. Okay, so I'm going to be coming up here pretty soon. 6 riders, 5 riders. Just 3 riders. Slow it down now so I'm ready to go. Here we go. I am next. And we've got to attack this thing hard from the start. It's very short. Okay, it looks like I'm just under that conserve mode. Halfway point, 18th, 4 seconds off the pace. -1 race day condition. $1K to go. I'm a little bit under on energy. And we're going to go all out towards the end. 5 seconds off the pace, which is already 99th. Wow. I had a -1 on my prologue for the day, -2 on my stamina, and it showed. I didn't have much push in me today. So not a good prologue on the day. I thought 5 seconds would have been okay, but it really wasn't. And tactically, I didn't do that poorly. De Gent is here. I see. Chad Hagas here. Not the only American at this race. I'm all the way down outside of the top 140 at this point. And 6 seconds off the pace now. Kampenertz gets the win. It's very tight though. So it's really going to have very, very little impact on the overall. And no time bonus. Bad evaluation though. Stage 2 is a sprint stage, so we'll be flying through that one. Stage 3 is where things are going to get interesting. Stage 3 and 4 is what's going to decide this race. Unless race day conditions on stage 2 are crazy, which, of course, you can get heavy, heavy crosswinds in this region of Europe. So even though this is a sprint stage, it's possible that we could see splits in this next one. So Van Lerberg is among the favorites on the day, our sprinter. So it looks like that fitness peak in that last race really played a role in my ability to compete as well as I did. Without that fitness peak now, I was struggling there in that prologue. Just way too many. I mean, you look throughout here, you got BMC, got about 6 World Tour teams here. Was my quick count. That screen was only up, that graphic was only there for a second, but looks like there's about 6 World Tour teams and quite a few
Ladies and gentlemen,
big names.
welcome. It's going to be a
Like
monotonous day when
Jens
it comes to the
Debuchere is only
terrain.
about 8th on the favorites list.
With sprinters won't be
You'd figure
complaining.
most of the time,
And of course,
outside of those top World
opportunists
Tour
with
at
a
a Pro
bit of
Continental,
daring
you'd figure
won't make their
Debuchere would
life
be
easy.
among the 2 or 3 favorites. So I'm giving free element. Our leader outsider is Maurice right now. So I've kind of lost the
He's launching an attack.
rein on that. But
There's
I'm not
not
looking to
much
go
hope in
anywhere
it
today.
succeeding, but at least his
I really want to
family
see what
gets to
happens
see
with
him
that
on
stage
TV.
4. And if I can hang on in stage 3, that's my personal goal. So today, I'm not going to take off. I'm not going for the breakaway. So plus
Attack!
1.
It's a good moment to
So
show
at
the
least
team
my
colors.
conditions are right on the day. I shouldn't have any problem hanging on to this group here. We do have these rainy conditions, so here we are again with the weather playing a factor. So will we see a bunch of crashes again today? I guess we'll soon find out. Hopefully I can stay near the front. That's going to be my goal. But otherwise we will fly through this sprint stage, and it is perfectly flat. I haven't seen a stage this flat in a long time. There was a split after a fall. 11 riders in the breakaway and over 3 minutes ahead, and you can see a huge group of riders involved in the chase, and my team, surprisingly, are amongst them. I got about 5 guys up there. Okay, we're already past the first sprint point. That leads down to 2 minutes. Again, I'm looking for this to be a very quick stage. Picked up the pace a lot. My 70 wasn't enough to keep up anymore. Alright, so we're past halfway, and we're through the second and final sprint point. With 3 minutes 20 to the breakaway, it could be hard to catch them on flat terrain like this with 11 riders. So we're really going to have to be cooking to catch back up to these guys as far out as they are. And I would say there's a decent chance. Oh, you want me to be the worker now? I'm not set as a teammate today. I'm a free element. Dang it. Okay, well, I'm told I gotta do some work. I guess I'll do a little bit of work today. So I'm into the mix now. Not planning on doing much here. But I'll take a turn on the front, I guess. Got 45k. We're still over 2 minutes to that breakaway group. That's going to be really hard to catch them. I've got a pretty strong feeling that those guys are going to be able to stay away. And here we go. Here's my turn on the front.
The pace is really hot, so for the moment, we shouldn't see too many attacks.
Alright, we'll speed things back up a little bit. I'm still in the mix. It looks like I'll get a second turn in, but I am getting pretty tired here now. Yeah, that's a waste of energy. I could get knocked out of contention today having to work as a teammate because I had a bad prologue. I was only given the number 73, so I'm not the team leader, and we have not caught them. We're still, it's 40 seconds now. We're getting close to these guys. It looks like they've slowed up, maybe. We're about to catch them.
The pack
So
is
they are not going to stay away.
They really are moving. The pack can't get strung out too far, or it's going to start breaking up. The pack is back on level terms with the breakaway group. The riders are entering the last 10 kilometers
We've
of the
caught
stage.
them. I'm letting up because I'm not going to make it to the end
riders
if
are
I
closing
don't.
on the last 8 kilometers of the stage, which will most likely end up in a mass sprint.
I got to make sure I'm still with this group at the end. Use my energy gel now.
We're into the last 5 kilometers. You see that? You can read the pain on the faces at the back of the peloton. There's a growing number of
I want to stay in the peloton, but look, I'm running out of energy. 2K to the end. There's a small chance that I'm not going to be in the group. It looks like I am in the group at least. I'm just way back.
Certainly the fastest today. The riders bringing up their rear have made it through sheer willpower.
So
This stage
only
was
just
a real strength sapper.
finished 67th. But I did make it in the peloton at least. There was a split. Looks like about 50, 60 riders were dropped there at the end.
We've selected for you.
That was a close call. And tomorrow, tomorrow's going to be worse. Tomorrow's the stage I'm worried about. Van Lerberg, who we were working for, finished third. So this next stage is the cobbled one. It looks like there's 3 long cobbled sections that we're going to have to go through. The last one looks like it might be split up a little bit on and off tarmac, but otherwise 3 long sections of cobbles. Here you go, 1, 2, and 3. Got a small split in that one, but otherwise 3 long sections. The first one I don't anticipate it's going to be too much of a problem. I might lose quite a bit of energy and space on that second one. That third one's going to be brutal to still be in the group to the finish, especially if the pace is kind of like it was today. It was a hot pace. 11 riders getting away on totally flat terrain, and being allowed to have that much of a lead is dangerous under any circumstances. It's 197k stage, so at least it's under 200, but just. So I'm 14 seconds. Oh, that's got to be from the time bonuses. There's 7. Plus my team, so 8. 8 World Tour teams here. And we have no one in the top 10 today among favorites.
Hello to one and all. The race has cobbled sections that are renowned for testing both bikes and their riders. You've got to know what you're doing.
Alright, what's the roll on the day? Free element at least. And who's that sprinter? Van Lerberg again. Maurice is seen as the leader outsider. So again, I'm given free element to go off and do what I want, but I don't think this is the place to do it. I do that, there's no way I'm getting to the end. So I'm going to try to hang on today so that I have at least a chance for tomorrow. Plus, I'm far enough back, you can already see there's already 6 riders, nearly a minute ahead. 6 riders is a lot better, by the way. They've got over a minute, so there might not be anybody else taken off to try to join them.
There's now more than a minute between the breakaway and the pack.
Alright, up to the front where I want to be. It's over 2 minutes to that breakaway, so I'm pretty sure that nobody else is going to be dumb enough to try to chase them down. Slot into my spot just off the front. And they're up already 4 minutes. It's dangerous. Again, it might be a cobbled race, but it's a fairly flat day today. You don't want to let these guys too far out in front. Looks like they're holding at about 4:45. It seems dangerous to me to let them that far out. Yeah, they're already back within 4.5 minutes now. This would be one where I would think 3 minutes would be about all you'd want to give up to these guys. Almost no wind. Winds are calm, just 4 miles an hour. Alright, so for me, it's all about survival. We're going to hit that first cobbled section soon. I'll slow it down for that. It's a 4-star. 4-star cobbled section. Here we go. Wow, that's bumpy.
The cobbled sections mean that the riders use tubes that are more hard-wearing than those normally used on
now tarmac. It's 3 stars. So it's a little better here towards the end.
Radio Tour has
2.5K total. And we're through it. And I'm up near the front. And I only lost a little bit of energy there. Oh, there's more. This is the second part. So that was the first 1.5K. Here's 1K. This one's not quite as intense. So it actually was 2 different sections. And we're safely through. Alright, so there's the first cobbled section. Two more groupings of cobbled sections to go. Three minutes to the breakaway. And I lost some energy getting over that, but not a lot. But later on, it's going to have a different effect. And it's starting to get wet. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is the worst day for that. There's going to be wrecks. There will be wrecks. We got tiny little Category 4 climbs here. Barely categorized. I don't even know why they are. They're hardly hills at all, but I guess they want to try to have points. There's another climb.
Riders are being left behind.
And the field's getting split. Are you kidding me? Why? For what? I'm in a group of 40 now. This actually could be good for me.
It's in such percentages
nope,
that the
everybody's back together.
create some gaps.
Okay, here's that next climb again.
We're starting the last third of the race.
Oh, no. I'm ignoring those instructions today. Today I am not a teammate. I'm a free element.
Mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the
okay,
pack has
heading into a 4-star. And here we go.
Try to use the verge to avoid the cobbles, but it's at the risk of getting a flat tire.
It's intense. I'm going to slide over to this side. Okay, that's the first chunk. There's still more. Hey, we're out of it. Why am I still all bumpy? There we go. Okay, that's it. Why are you calling on me to do all this stuff? Okay, well... Oh, there you go. Somebody else got on it. Hey, we're getting a split here. Come on, guys. I need to get back up towards the front. I just lost some energy through that second section. Still trying to recover. You can see how much I've lost, and I'm not quite recovering at this point. And there is a split in the pack. There we go. I'm starting to calm down a little bit and recover. Luckily, the intensity is not that high right now. If it stays like this, I should be fairly fresh going into that last one. There we go. I'm back up to my spot near the front. And that stamina will slowly recover. This overall is doing just fine. So
watch out! A team leader is falling behind.
Instructions are gone. It looks like it's going to be calm for a little while.
The gap is widening. It's
No,
now
I'm not
over
chasing
2
them
minutes.
down.
A couple of
Why
teams
are
have set
you...
themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
This might make my boss mad, but this is not... It's not my assignment, according to the team manager. Should be asking other guys to do this. This was not my assignment for the day, so I'm not going to help. Sorry. Bad teammate today. Racing for myself at the moment. Today I'm just racing for survival. I want to be in the front group at the end. Which, by the way, it's still almost 3 minutes to the breakaway. Told you, that was way too much room that they were given. We don't even have a top 10 kind of contender for the day.
The pace is really hot, so for the moment, we shouldn't see too many attacks. Puncture! The rider will have to burn some energy to get back into the pack.
There we go. Instructions, stay in the peloton. Thank you. Okay, now I haven't really recovered terribly well. But these little climbs aren't going to hurt me. They're very short. And they're not even that punchy.
You see that? You can read the pain on the faces at the back of the peloton. There's a growing number of riders left behind.
So this will be advantage me on these climbs.
There's less than 20 kilometers left to ride, and the gap is still more than 2 minutes. It's going to be a
Group just
question of
dropped
sheer
down to
willpower.
29, looks like.
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
Okay, I'm hanging on now. That was the last climb. Not much of a climb, but the last climb. Now, we have that other cobbled section, but the group is tiny. We got 25 riders chasing 5. And I've got enough stamina, hopefully, to make it through.
"15 kilometers to the finish line."
But here's the thing. Here's where we're at. So we've got 2 cobbled sections grouped together coming through. If it's what we've been crossing, it's 4 and 3 stars. And it looks like it might be the same ones. So 4 star for 1.5K, 3 star for 1K, and then one little hilly bit. Yeah, here you go. 4 stars, 1.5K. It is. It's the climbs we've been over, or the cobbled sections we've been over before. Here we go, right into the first one. Watch my stamina just fade away. There it goes. There it goes. But if I can hang on out of this.
There are just 10 kilometers left. It's a puncture.
All right, I'm still in it. Oh, and the peloton's back together though. Here's that last section. I'm hanging on. I'm sliding backwards, but stamina's not gone, so I will be in it towards the end. Oh no, there's a split though. There's a split. Get me off of that split. No, don't let them get away. Don't let them get away. Come on. I gotta get up to that group. Gotta get up to that group. Ah, come on. No. I'm not gonna make it to that group.
5 kilometers to the
I don't
finish
have
line.
enough energy to push to get to that
Falling
group by
behind.
myself.
The team leader is falling behind.
And Van Lerberg is in this group with me. Okay, there goes my gel.
And there goes the mad burst for the final sprint.
I've got nothing left in the tank. Oh, there's going to be a split.
He managed the sprint like a master
Maybe.
of his craft. He was certainly
There's
the
riders
fastest today.
all through here.
Riders bringing up their rear have made it through sheer willpower.
There's riders
The stage
all
was
through
a
there,
real
so
strength
hopefully
zapper.
they don't count a split, but it looks like there's a split. According to the bottom here, there was a split of about 20 seconds. Of course, last race, I had a definite split to the guy behind me, and they didn't count the split. So I finished 38th on the day, but we'll see. There was just a small split in the group, even though I still had the stamina left. I tried to catch up to him, but the pace was just way too hot there the last couple K to gain any ground. So let's see what they do. Will there be a split or not? That group was all split up at the end, so let's see if there's a split. No sign of a split. No sign of a split. I think we all got the same time. We got same time. Yes! Okay. I'm still in it. Wow, what? They gave same time all the way back to 114th. Wow. Alright, so here's how the standings are looking now. These are all those 1 second. So I'm in 100th now, 20 seconds off the front, and that's because of time bonuses to these 6 riders over the last 2 stages. So still got a chance, but so do most of the field, really. Those time bonuses for the sprinters will have a big impact. But here we are, stage 4. This is the deciding stage. The cobbles didn't do enough to split the field up. Myself and over 100 riders held on. So things got spread out enough on the finish line that 3 groups kind of all came together and all ended up with the same time as front runners sprinted and back markers stretched. So each group stretched out enough to overlap with each other, and we all ended up with the same time. So here we go with the rolling hills, 200K, and a lot of up and down, but nothing is higher than a Category 3 climb. But it is a climb at the end. So I would imagine that this stage will be stressful enough that it's going to split things up. But how much? I don't know. You got Toynes, Mollema, Galopin, Geschke, De Gent, and my teammate Maurice there are all amongst the favorites. Now, I'm not that strong of a hill climber, and these are definitely not mountains. These are hills. So I think for good reason I'm not really going to be a favorite today. But let's see what we can do. This is my only opportunity in this race to get anything done. Besides that prologue, Yeah, we were barely inside the top 150 on that. Let's see, strong Illinois is an 80. I'm a 70 on hills, by the way. We get down to about 75, 74 here at the end of this list. So we're nowhere near the top in the standings. That's not going to be good. Haven't been getting feedback from the manager, so not really sure kind of where we're at on those things either.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. The profile of the route is a fairly mixed bag, so everybody should find a section to their pleasing. We should have sun along the whole length of the route.
Co-leader. Okay, well I picked up co-leader by being in it here. So I finally, still being in it, moved up to the top 100 and only 20 seconds off the lead. It looks like I'm a solid 0 across the board today on conditions, so I am what I am today at least. No negatives. No rain, sun's out. Should be an interesting race. Looks like Stenuit's assigned to me. My team is looking terrible. I'm the highest on race day condition with a 0. Pardini's a -1. Okay, looks like
the current pace is a bit too
Vrent is trying to get away.
Who are looking to create a breakaway.
Nobody's chasing right now, so it looks like whoever's going away is gonna get away.
The pack really doesn't look interested in following the breakaway.
So at least 5 riders, if not more. Seven riders in all. They haven't quite come together yet, but they're more than 2 minutes away already. So it will be those 7 riders. Go ahead and speed things up for a while. Still haven't caught them. Wow, there they go. 3.5 minutes to the group. 7 riders strong. They'll be allowed to get a little further away because with all that climbing, they will get pretty worn out. Looks like I've got one teammate up there plus the mountain climber, and they're already split up over that first climb as they go for the points. And really all the points are coming from today for the mountain climber. Lots of low categorized climbs today, and we had those few little Cat 4 climbs from the last one, but that was nothing. So most of the climbs exist today. Looks like we're holding them at just above 4 minutes. I've got Stenuit protecting me from the wind as we race near the front. The biggest climb of the day is actually coming up here in just a little bit, but even it is nothing to worry about. At least not for a pro rider. If I was myself out on the bike, yeah, I'd worry about that climb a little bit. I need a new bike, by the way. The bike that I have, it's a Trek, and it's not the greatest. It's a hybrid. I need a full road bike. Alright, so we are up over the biggest climbs of the day, but there's a lot of climbing still yet to do. The front group keeps getting split up over fighting for points. As those guys are all out for that mountain climbers jersey, which is good because they're going to burn a lot of energy, which means they'll be easy to catch later on, and they're not that far in front of us to begin with. So you got to figure the stage winner is definitely coming from the peloton. But we'll see about the intensity when it picks up and starts splitting this group up. Because for now, the intensity is pretty low. Ooh, there's Rex though. Pardini and McNally both got caught up in that. Jens Debucher got caught up in it.
A symbolic kilometer as we go through the halfway stage of the race.
Halfway? Oh, the front group's halfway. They're pretty far out in front.
He seemed to have neither the energy nor the courage to keep going.
So things are still split. We're only about 3 minutes back now, and just 63 riders. You got to figure the other group's still going to catch up to us, but they're going to have to burn a lot of energy to do it. Here's one of the steeper climbs of the day. It is pretty intense here. 14. Oh yeah, now this is Belgian climbing right here. Small roads, steep but short climbs. We got up over 14-15 degrees on those climbs, and that is going to split things up. There's 40 of us now in this group, and some will catch up, but I don't think we're going to get everyone back. And it's barely at the halfway point, so we're going to definitely have a small group going for the win here. If that's any indication. I know the split was a crash, but these climbs come again and again, and it's going to make it hard for those groups chasing to catch up. That 17 might catch us. That 9 might catch us, but I don't think... Yeah, so there you go. 17 made contact.
The front group is disorganized,
and
some riders are exploiting this opportunity to attack.
Here we go. We're about to start climbing again. 57 strong now. 31 behind us. They might catch up, but I don't think the group behind that will. We are back up to 55 here. Top of this one.
That's more than 2 minutes separating them.
Devrant has been dropped from that main group, and he'll be caught here pretty soon. So the breakaways all split up and on their own, which means they'll be picked off one by one here pretty easily. So Maurice and I are all that's really left in this front group that's strong. Peloton's 55 right now.
Is being cut back. We're into the last third of the race. We'll soon know the final outcome. Whoa, there's an attack from inside the breakaway group. The riders are in a portion above 10%.
Alright, so we've got about 4 climbs left to go. We've got a couple uncategorized climbs though, including what we're about to go up right now. This is one of the steeper sections left, and this isn't even a categorized climb. Here's the peak. We're on our way down now. Okay, Peloton's down to 48 riders. Breakaway is just 1 rider left, only a minute ahead. So again, they don't stand a chance. Looks like Team Sunweb is feeling confident that they've got the rider to beat, as they've got 3 riders here on the front leading the peloton, leading the chase really, as we've still got to catch that 1 rider. And we just hit the last sprint point of the stage, and now it's Maurice and I alone in the group. We're both co-leaders, so we're both kind of riding for ourselves here. Somebody's looking for mountain climber points, breaking away. But that does push the intensity of this group trying to keep chase. We're up and over that climb easily enough, but it did cost me a little bit of energy there, as we are racing pretty intensely right now. My 82 is right on that edge, but I'm trying to use minimal energy, so I don't want to push it up much. especially as I am fading. I'm hurting more than Maurice is at this point, even though he's a -3 on the day. I'm recovering a bit here on the downhill, though. Alright, we're going to slow it down for these last few climbs, as things are definitely intensifying. A small, skinny road here on this climb. Two riders racing hard. They're attacking. Same two guys that attacked before, so I think they're looking for mountain climber points. We're right on their tail, though. Just 39 riders giving chase. We just caught back up to the first one. Quick Step now leading the way. And I'm right at the front. Yeah, there you go. Airnauts was the one. So Airnauts is leading the mountain standings. So that's what he's after. He's after points. Just 32 riders now, so the group is continuing to shrink. And everybody dropping off behind is losing quite a bit of ground. So it's unlikely that very many riders would be coming back at any point. So this group really should only be shrinking. We've got an uncategorized climb right here that might cost us a couple riders, but I don't think we're going to lose too many. It's pretty short here. Not terribly steep. We're at about 4.5% right now. Gradient on this climb. Now just 4. I'm coming out right near the front though, so I'm looking pretty strong. Maurice is looking a little stronger than I am. And once we get over the top of this one, we'll have 2 categorized climbs left, plus the finish line, plus the false flat after this next climb. So we've got a nice steady downhill. This will be a good chance for me to recover a little bit. And I'll speed it up until we get to the bottom of the hill here. Alright, we're getting near the bottom. We're going to be climbing up the other side. This one is just about the steepest we've got left. It's only a Cat 4 though, so apparently it's not that steep. And I've recovered quite a bit. Maurice has recovered fully. He's definitely looking stronger than I am right now, but I'm in a better position. I haven't seen him at all. Somebody was nice enough to hand some water over. Here's an attack.
A courageous rider is looking to break away.
Looks like that other guy who was looking for mountain points earlier, so he seems to have recovered. Yeah, Terra Marquez, I think, was that guy who just took off. We've already caught him, so 23 riders now. I did lose a bit of energy. I don't have much left. This is going to be tight at the end. I'm looking at a top 25 now for the overall, but I don't know how much energy I have left to get through these last couple climbs. You can see just how wasted people are. Shockman is leading the way right now, and that's a guy you usually want kind of going for it towards the end. So the fact that we're down to this select group, it's going to be a tough finish. 1 categorized climb plus the final climb right after to the finish line is all we have left, just over 11K. I am recovering a little bit on this downhill, but I don't like where I'm at. Maurice looks pretty strong. Maurice, I think, could make a push for a top 10. For me, I don't know. Can I hang on? Can I get top 15? Can I get top 10? We'll see. That little downhill recovery helped a lot. Now's the time to up the intensity and hang on to the group. So here we go, just over 7K, just under 7 now. $1K to the summit. Somebody's attacking.
And off he goes.
And that's Terra Marquez again. He's looking for those mountain climber points.
Very tough portion with percentages above 10%. We're into the last 5 kilometers.
Trying to attack a little bit. I don't want to lose that position. He's still off the front. He might go for the win. I'm I'm going to attack here on this downhill just a little bit. It's not going to cost me anything on the downhill.
And they
I'm
keep
away.
on attacking. Anyone that's low on gas definitely won't be able to keep up.
Okay, so I'm attacking to the line. I'm just at the front of the group though, so I didn't get away. 1.8k to go. And burning it too fast. Burning too fast. 1k to go. Here's the push to the end. I'm not going to win this thing, but I made it with the group at least.
And there goes the mad burst for the
There
final
goes
sprint.
Maurice. To Marquez? Is he hanging on? To Marquez?
Well, nobody
He
can
does.
dispute
He's
that
just
win.
hung
That was
on.
Very well deserved.
I'm at the back of the group, but I'm in the group at least. There's DeGant 9th, Maurice 10th. Dubai was 3rd, Toynes was 4th, Gallopan was 5th, Mollema was 6th.
We're waiting
Van
for the
Aert,
back markers
13th.
who appear to be fairly numerous in this difficult race.
I got 20th in the group. So not a great finish. I was definitely out of juice there at the end, but I was never going to beat those guys in a sprint, but I got just a little bit ahead on that last little descent, which was enough to at least keep me in that group at the end. Though they all kind of outraced me up that last hill. Not bad. Not bad. Top 20. Definitely better than that 100th place that I was going into this thing. And to Marquez, who broke away for the mountain points, ends up getting the win. So, top 20. After me, there's the split. So, it should be up to top 20 now, hopefully. To Marquez, 1 second off Anderson Soren. So Soren is now the overall and might hang on. There's still a chance with that final sprint and the bonuses in the final stage. But I'm up to 18th, 21 seconds off the lead. And Maurice is actually 19th, 26 seconds off. So I'm ahead of him. So inside the top 20, this last stage is a sprint one. I'm going to be doing that off camera. It looks like I'll have a top 20 finish here overall. There's no reason that I should be moving any higher or lower with a flat sprint stage for the final stage of this race. That might be a few points more. We'll see what that does in the next episode. But that does it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.